Hello, my name is Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 14 of my 1 Billion Iron Ingot Challenge in Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I'm going to be upgrading my Woot thingamajig over there to the second tier, and I'm going to be preparing some stuff so that I will be able to upgrade it further. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do today is I want to set up an enchanting area down here in this basement. And I want it to be really, really good. Now, it's not going to be as good as possible, but it's going to be a very, very nice enchanting setup. So what I have is a bunch of glowstones, some bookshelves, and an enchanting table. So let's first off get some bookshelves, and let's start stacking these up over here. And I have an idea of how many I want, but how many of everything I want, but I'm not 100% here, so let's try to get as many of these bookshelves as I can stacked up. Oh, I thought I had a few more. That's my bad. So this enchanting table, I want to go right here. And so if we throw some stuff in here, and I actually have some books. Let's throw some books. Let's throw some lapis. As we can see, I have 10% of quanta, and my Eterna is at the level 15. Now, if I start throwing down glowstone, I should be able to help my Arcana, as seen here. So, first off, I want to see if it will affect it if I put it down here. So, it does not, so that is not a valid location for that. Let's go ahead and see if I can put it up above the bookshelves here. See if this is a valid location. So, let's try this one more time. And it is not. So I think it has to be right somewhere. Okay, so that's not valid either. How about if I put them here? Is that valid? Okay, these are valid. Looks like I am going to have to maybe remove a few bookshelves here. So that's probably what I'm going to do. This isn't going to be quite as good of an area as I would have liked, but that's okay. So how many bookshelves do I have down? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so I have quite a few more bookshelves than I need. So let me grab an axe. And actually, I'm going to grab a flux saw and get rid of some of these bookshelves. So I think let's get rid of these on the sides. Actually, I might have to recreate some bookshelves there. But, okay, let's see where we're at after this. So let's throw in a book. We're at 15%, which is not great, but we are still at 15 here, which is the highest level I can get the Eterna with these bookshelves. So let me see, are there any... Okay, I do want to go ahead and put there and there, and let me actually get rid of these two bookshelves and do some more glowstone here and see where we're at after that point. So we're still at 15 and we're at 25% Arcana. That's actually a pretty good place to be, so that is good. And the reason why I want to set up this enchanting area is because I will need some enchants to use the enchant liquefier and the injection press. So what I want to do today is I'm going to upgrade my Woot contraption to the second tier, but I also am going to be making this Scale the Summit perk. And to do this, we need to make these different plates here. And to actually be able to make these plates, we need liquid enchant, and you get that from the enchant liquefier. Basically, you can get more liquid from better enchantments. So that's why I want to build this really, really nice enchantment area, because I want some really good enchantments. So let's go ahead and get rid of this flux off for right now. And actually, it looks like I need to have a little snack. So let's do that real quick. And then let's throw the enchant liquefier. And actually, I wanted it... I don't know why it did this, because I actually want these in the wall just to make it look just a little bit neater. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the enchant liquefier here, and it should be able to auto output the enchantment liquid to the liquid enchant to the right side. if it's like most of the other Woot machines. And then let's go ahead and put the injection press right here. And then over here, I'm just going to put some storage. This is a modular storage unit from RF Tools. So this will be able to hold some enchanted books. So that's why I'm going to put that there. So let's go ahead and get a few enchanted books here. And okay, cool. So some of these are going to give several enchantments here, but that's kind of to be expected because this is a pretty nice enchanting area. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. And I believe this does take a little while, especially for the... I think it takes longer if you have more enchantments to liquefy. And let's finish this up, and then I am actually going to throw a hopper on this so that I can throw in all my enchanted books into the hopper. Okay, cool. We got 4,000 millibuckets of liquid enchant there. That's pretty fantastic. So let's grab a hopper to kind of speed this along and then move on to the next step of the process here. So I am going to get a few more enchanted books. Okay, so that shouldn't be there. Did this actually put that? Okay, that's really weird. That just duplicated that hopper. I'm not really sure why, but it did. So let's throw the enchanted books I have in here, and then let's make 4 more. So apparently I have a magic hopper. And okay, so 4 more books here. That shouldn't be a problem. I have plenty of experience, so I don't have to worry about that. There we go. Okay, so let's put these books into here. Actually, let's do one more because we can fit one more at the current time. So cool. Let's do that, and we should have lots of liquid enchant. We actually have more than we can hold, it looks like. Yeah, so it looks like this is not processing because it doesn't have enough room for the liquid enchant. So now what we need to do with this is we are going to need to put in some items. And let's actually take a look at the Scale the Summit perk because we're going to need some plates here. So we need the Neophyte plates for the Tier 1 perk. We're going to need Adeptus plates for the Tier 2 perk, and then Magus plates for the Tier 3 perk. And how you make these are basically you have the Stygian Iron and then another item here. It's gold, diamond, and iron, I believe. So first off, we want to make one of these, and then we need to make 2 of the gold ones and then 3 of the diamond ones. I do kind of plan on making the Tier 3 version of the Scale the Summit today. So yeah. So let me actually grab a hopper here for this as well. So I'm going to grab my magic hopper. This somehow multiplied. And then let's throw this on here. And what I'm going to do is do that. So let's see here. Okay, so this should go. Yes, okay, cool. I was starting to worry that it wasn't working. So let's throw these in here as well because I want those to get going. And then let's automate what we can for the rest of the Scale the Summit perk. So I can actually automate pretty much everything. I just cannot... Okay, so there's the golden carrots. I just can't actually build the Tier 2 and Tier 3 yet. So let's go ahead and tell it how to make these. So that is pretty fantastic. Let's throw these in here. And I can just kind of put them anywhere in an open slot and it will work. So I can make the first version of this. So actually I need to grab the Tier 1, not the Tier 3. And let's go ahead and see if we can't upgrade my structure over here. So currently I have a Tier 1 structure. It is spawning zombies, and it's doing, or husks rather, basically zombies. And it's doing a very good job. I am getting a lot of rotten flesh, and I currently have something like 7,000 rotten flesh. And so this is working as intended, so that's pretty cool. So what I want to do now is I want to get my layout guide, because this is going to help me here. And I'm going to place it right here. And, okay, it's already set to, okay, it's not set to the right tier here. I wonder what it's... I don't think I have it in the right spot. But I might have it in the right spot. I did have it in the right spot. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Let's put that back. Okay, it looks like everything is in the right spot. I did click it onto the tier 2 here, and I'm not sure if I have any blocks that I need to put under here, but we're gonna try to go ahead and build it as it's shown. It kind of looks like there are some blocks that we're not seeing here. So yeah, there are, and I need to get rid of some of the stone here. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it kind of wigs out when you get close to it sometimes, and so it doesn't show it correctly. Okay, so I think that should be about all the space we need here. So let's go ahead and kind of build from the bottom here. So I have my factory connectors. Let's start putting them down where we need to put those. So they're here, here, here. So this is kind of hard to see, unfortunately. Okay, so I already have those down. It kind of looks like there are more factory connectors somewhere over there. Actually, let me grab this intern because maybe this will be able to build it. So I realized something with the intern just now. If I cycle through everything, I actually get to the point to where it does say build. So let's go ahead and try that. Cannot replace factory connector at 241.67 205. So that would be what? Somewhere in the middle here. I think it'd be somewhere down here. Let's try that. Okay. Cool. Basically what you do is you just right click on this heart and it will place blocks one by one if it's able to place them. And yeah, sorry that I was screwing around with that for so long, my goodness. But for whatever reason, I just saw it saying validate, and then when I was screwing with it later, I saw that it would then say build after validate. So you just have to have it to where it says build a whatever tier factory, and that is that's how you do that. So that was kind of unfortunate, but I do have a tier 2 factory going, and what I want to do now is I want to straighten this up just a little bit, and then install my Scale the Summit perk. So if I remember right, there is a limit to the perk that I can use. So let me grab the Woot guide and let's go to the perks here. So I want to look at the Scale the Summit. To create higher tier versions of the Woot Factory, you need to use Essence to create blocks. These Essence are generated by the factory when this perk is installed. Each level of this perk defines a number of rules for a mob for the essence generation and a drop chance for each type of the essence types. Sorry. The factory tier determines what the chances are to drop each essence. Okay, so the thing is you need these different essences to be able to construct the higher tier blocks. So if I go to the basics and go to the factory tiers here, for example, if I want to build a tier 3 factory, what I'm going to need are 8 of these practice caps, and actually it's the 24 Celadon blocks. So if we take a look at the Celadon blocks here, the Celadon blocks require this Celadon essence, and to get the Celadon essence you need the Scale the Summit perk to be installed. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. So let me see here. Somewhere on here I thought, okay, so in the tier 2 version of the factory here, which is what I have, I can only install 4 perks, but they can only be tier 1. They will only function as tier 1, I believe. I think I can go ahead and install the tier up to tier 4 or tier 3, sorry. But I don't think it'll function as a tier 1. So let me see if... Okay, so I have these Adeptus plates. So what I need to do now is let's go ahead and make the first two versions of this. And I already have the first version, I guess. So let's go ahead and make the second version as well. Let's keep that around. And let's get rid of this other stuff. So let's get the tier 2 version. And how you install these are you just take them and you click on these perk slots. So I'm not sure if I can install this directly. Okay, so I have to install the first level first, and then I should be able to install the second version. And then here in a minute, I'm going to actually install the second version. Okay, so yes, down at the bottom here, it says perks, levels capped due to factory tier. And that's because I'm a tier 2 factory. It is only acting as a skill to summon 1 perk. But that's fine. When I do upgrade this factory in the future, it will be able to function as the proper perk level at that point. So let me go ahead, and I am going to go ahead and install the tier 3 version if I have all the stuff done. I don't. So apparently this just takes forever. Yeah, this is just taking a long time. I'm not going to worry about it for right now, I don't think. So in today's episode, I set up a nice enchanting area right here. And this will help me to enchant things for my enchant liquefier over here. So that is cool. And that will help me make these plates that I need to make these upgrades for my Woot Mob Factory. Right now, I'm only spawning husks, which, yeah, it's just an easy mob to spawn. Also, rotten flesh can be a little bit valuable, not super valuable, but I can make leather out of it. In the future, I will be spawning more advanced mobs here, such as wither skeletons, and then eventually even withers with the tier 5 of the mob factory here. And the reason I want to get to a tier 5 mob factory is because I want to spawn withers. That way I can make tier 6 or tier 5 and tier 6 versions of the void miners, because that it requires nether stars to construct all that stuff. So anyways, I think that is a good wrapping up point. So if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. I know I kind of screwed around with the stupid intern block for way too long, but I finally figured it out. If you enjoy watching automation and modern Minecraft, that's usually what I do. Not so much today, but definitely consider subscribing if that describes you. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.